Brought to you by ExpressCare Health and Skin Center. Get in, get out, get better.
Welcome back to Healthy Living. Tonight we are talking about facial hair. And joining me now is ExpressCare's Dr. Jitka Lom to share more about this interesting topic.
Hi, Jolene.
Hello. So, eyebrows, nose hair, ear hair, what role do they all play?
Why do we have them? Well, let's start with eyebrows. They are there to actually collect sweat and dust and prevent it from going down into our eyes. Eyelashes, same thing. They prevent dust from going into our eyes. So places where there's a lot of dust, for example, in the Middle East, where there's a lot of wind and so on, people will tend to have longer, thicker eyelashes. Then the nose hair. Well, that one, again, when we inhale something, larger particles, the nose hairs will block them from traveling down further into our sinuses and into our respiratory tract. So they're actually a pretty good first line of defense. As far as ear hair, same thing. The ear hair, the wax as it travels out of our ear, it's gradually pushed out with tiny, tiny little hairs called cilia. They push the wax out. So when something flies into your hair, into your ear, whether it's dust or a particle, it will be captured on the wax, and then the hairs will gradually push it out, so you cannot get it plugged ear canal.
Okay.
So all these hairs have a purpose.
All right. Now, even though they have a purpose, many, and I know many of our viewers out there, they just want to get rid of, get rid of some of that hair. So what is the best procedure for removing facial hair?
Okay. Well, people can pluck, wax, shave. All of those procedures are something that you have to repeat, because you're taking that living hair and ripping it out or pulling it out of its hair follicle. Another way is to use chemicals. That's very dangerous on the face. Please do not use chemicals to remove any kind of facial hair. And the final thing you can do is laser. And why is laser hair removal really the ultimate? Because it destroys the follicles that you cannot see. They're in the skin. We don't really care about the hair that's already growing. We want to destroy the seeds, let's call them, of the new hairs that are coming out. So when we use laser, it's not painful. It destroys the follicle at the root.
Okay. Now, what is hirsutism and what causes it?
Okay. Hirsutism is a name for excessive facial hair in women. And it's something that goes along with, well, it can be hereditary, or it can go along with different health conditions. For example, you might have heard of PCOS, that's polycystic ovarian disease. It may go along with diabetes. It may go along with thyroid problems. It may go along with having taken certain medicines such as seizure medication. There are many different causes for hirsutism in women, but of course it's generally quite embarrassing for women to have facial hair, and so they're interested in treating it. So there are 3 ways you can treat your facial hair, women out there. Okay, first way is you can take medicine. It's available. You can take pills. Many insurances will cover them to reduce the amount of testosterone that you have in your face, in your skin, so that you have less facial hair. The second is there's a prescription cream called Vaniqua, which you can use for fine facial hair. And the third way you can do it is to physically remove the hair, the best way being laser hair removal. You could also wax or shave or pluck. But again, you're going to have ingrown hairs and have to do that till kingdom come. So those are the 3 ways you can get rid of your facial hair.
Okay, so let's say a woman does not have hirsutism,
right,
but they still have an excess amount of hair.
Right.
And so and the same for a man.
Yes.
Now, are there any health problems that are associated with excessive hair? Could it be a sign that they have?
Yeah, it can be. It can. Many women will, as they go through menopause, they'll start to have more facial hair again because their hormone balance has changed, and now they have more testosterone relatively in their body. As far as other conditions, excess facial hair can also go along with thyroid problems, like I mentioned. It can go along with other hormone problems that they may be having with their endocrine system. And so sometimes this is something that we observe on a person and then start looking for diseases through blood tests. A funny one that you know, people don't often think about is hair loss, actually, of the outer parts of the eyebrows. That one goes along with thyroid disease also. So people will be like, my hair is thinning, I'm getting less hair of the outer part of my eyebrows, and this can be a tip for looking for thyroid trouble.
Okay, and then also, talking about our eyelashes, many women, they want that long, thick, lustrous eyelashes, and so they turn to eyelash extensions.
Right.
Are they safe, and how often should we apply them?
They generally are safe. There are many different kinds of eyelash extensions. There's the kind that you can do at home where you stick them onto your actual skin of your eyelid. Those can create irritation and allergies and swelling and so on, and infection. Then there are the kinds that you can actually stick right onto the eyelash. This one can be safe, again, when it's done by a trained person. And it also depends on the type of glue that you're using, because if you put a very heavy eyelash with a lot of glue onto your own eyelashes, then as they grow out, which you do lose eyelashes every day, you'll lose at least 3 or 4 eyelashes every day, and new ones grow just like the hair on your head. So as those eyelashes there's something heavy on them, they'll drop out more quickly, and you can actually damage your own eyelashes and then have less of them in the future. So at ExpressCare, we are going to be rolling out a new eyelash extension service called NovaLash. It's physician approved with hypoallergenic glue, and it's something nice that you could try to enhance your own eyelashes. But there's also a medicine that you can use for eyelash growth, where you can make your own eyelashes grow. And this is a bit of an interesting thing, because it's a medicine that was originally used for glaucoma, for eye drops. It's an eye drop. And as the patients used it for glaucoma, they noticed that their eyelashes were getting longer and thicker. So they repackaged the medicine, and now it's called Latisse, and you can apply it to your eyelashes only to make them grow without affecting your eye vision in any way.
All right, thank you, Doc. Now stay tuned. The doc takes some of your questions when Healthy Living returns.